no 20-hour course, no matter who's teaching it, can ever prepare anybody for the NMLS exam. Okay, the NMLS requires the delivery of 150 hours worth of material in a 20-hour course. Plainly and simply, there is a lot of material that you have to know. And the reason why you find it so congested is because we have to condense 150 hours worth of material into a 20-hour course. And there's no way around it. And it's not just an online ed thing. Please understand, any 20-hour course provider that you go to is going to have to do the same thing. It's an inherent flaw of the system. So when you watch the 4 videos that are a part of your course, review sessions that I have previously used to hold, and they're recorded, you will see on the final one, I go through this document, and you should have received this or do have entitlement to receive this through your course. This is the National Test Content Outline. This is the document that is the basis of your preparation for the exam. This is the document that is not only used by the 20-hour course providers to create their 20-hour course, this is the document used by the NMLS to create the NMLS exam. So as I go over in that review video, you as a test candidate, I'm using you in general, not just you personally, need to go through this entire document and learn everything that's on it. Is there a lot of information on it? Absolutely. Is there any way around that? Unfortunately, there's not. The good news is there is a lot of redundancy and a lot of generality to this, so its bark is worse than its bite. But the bottom line is, this is the basis of how you prepare. And you go down the content outline item by item using all of the material at your disposal, the material we're giving you through online ed, for example. And the fact that the course is just so concentrated is just, it's an inevitable result of a circumstance that the NMLS requires for whatever reason. So the process of preparing for this exam, the structure, strategy, would be using this document, going down the list item by item by item, studying things as you go. And that's the best possible answer I can afford you. The litmus test to test readiness, I'll tell you this, 4 things. Number 1, you need to be familiar with everything on this content outline, plus the 3 regulations that's not on it that I discuss in the review video. Number 2, you should be able to carry on articulate conversations about the content that appears on this content outline. Number 3, you should be scoring consistently in the mid to high 90s on quality practice exams. And number 4, you need to master the strategies that are needed to navigate through the tricky nature of the exam. When an individual has mastered all 4 components, they're ready for the exam. So nobody should be scheduling their test anytime within the next week or 2 after they finish the 20-hour course, because you have to study. There is no way that, unless you have 20 years of industry experience, and even then you still have to study. You can't take the test and expect to pass it if you don't schedule it in enough time to study.